Okay. Time for the stream. And this soon after stream 100, I already mislabeled the stream number. I called this one 102 until I realized, wait a minute, I already did 102. This is 103. So congratulations with me and Valve being unable to count to 3. Now that's my joke for the day. Today's game is Cosmic Express, a puzzle game about making a train line that allows that picks up all the guys you need to pick up and drops them off at the places you need to drop them off. Also, everyone is living in colony bubble ships. So let's get going. Making sure, yeah, I already did the first level, but I'll redo it. The first couple of levels. So this just shows you sort of what's going on. You stop here, pick up the guy, stop there, put him in his home, and continue on. That one, the track is already made. And this one, there, the track's not made anymore. And so basically you just click and drag. And essentially you need to pass by everything you need to pass by without overlapping, without going back over yourself, and knowing that you have a limited number of passenger slots. And that's essentially the game. Now we've got more guys. So up, around, pick him up. Down to drop him off. Pick you up, drop you off, pick you up, drop you off, and head to the exit. And I can see this immediately becoming very complicated after a few levels. Well, I get the sleepies today, so I'm probably gonna yawn even more than normal. Which is remarkable, because I already do that a lot. You need to make sure not to, double up on anything until you've, dropped them off. Since you only have one passenger slot. Oh my god. Ah, look at that, they're next to each other's homes. So pick you up, drop me off, pick you up, drop you off, pick you up, drop you off at purple, pick you up, go around and drop you off at your home, and that should do it? Yeah, I did it. So it won't try to drop off a guy at the wrong house. That's good to know. I still only have one passenger slot, so... No, that won't work. Like that. I think I could have done that with the last configuration, but whatever. Checking their phones. Little guys are checking their phones while they're waiting. Pick up purple. I've already discovered a problem. Okay, and if you touch the end, you can't untouch it. Alright, things are already getting complicated. Almost. By almost, I mean not even close. Just take him with me. So if I could go over, you know, here, then that would work. It makes sense that this is the first move, because once you sort of cross over, you wouldn't be able to do anything with this anyway. Unless... because if you do this, then you'll be able to loop around like so. Like this. Yeah, because then I could, like, do this, sure, but that's still not good enough. Hey, there it is. Yep, already things are getting challenging. But I'm already applying some of my puzzle fundamentals, my puzzle mentals. And that's to look for an option in the puzzle solving method that only works at certain points. Like, once you cross over the purple guy, you won't be able to go around back. So that means you need to go around back first. From there, with fewer options remaining, it becomes easier to work out ahead of time, you know, work out the steps ahead to, like, get everything else in the right order. What is this? Baby puzzle for babies! Unless there's something weird going on. Is there something weird going on? Oh! They make it gross. Well, that's not my problem. So we need to do this guy first. Then this guy. Then we can get this guy. Look, your aversion to green slime is not my problem. So there is a green guy, like... So, first I'm thinking... So obviously green needs to go last, so we need to be able to make it across from the bottom to the top, or near the bottom to near the top, after having done everything else. So while it first looks like it's easier to start from here and go here, that might not be right. I'm gonna try this first, though. Yeah, this has the problem of not working. But I can at least see that, like, it gets them all. Well, I mean, it would if this continued on. Say, what do the orange guys think of the gross? That's another thing about puzzles. Don't get preconceptions. Yep, they will not. It was possible that maybe these guys don't mind the gross as much, and they're willing to hop in anyway. That would have changed how the puzzle's solved. So I can minimize touching this play area by doing like this. And then I can sort of go like... Shwah. Maybe something like this. And now I've blocked off this path. I mean, that gets pretty close. That gets all but one of them. That almost works, but then, yeah, he... So this... That feels right. But let's try going straight for... these guys. Yeah, and doing something like this. Oops. That could be correct. That leaves just a little too little room for this. Yeah, that doesn't drop him off properly. If I can do a maneuver like this, I'll be able to pick him up, pick up green. Yeah, but then I won't be able to make it past. That's leaving a lot of space over here, which is suspicious. So maybe start... going something like this. Go this direction. Yeah, that looks right. So, my first impression was, hey, the purple guy's closest, go for him first. Which made my second impression be, I probably need to not do purple first. But I wanted to make sure, but then once I made sure that doing purple first always seemed to mess things up, then I was on the right track to finishing the puzzle. Alright, so obvious solution is something like this, and one of these, and around town, and pick him up, and... oh, it might just be that simple. Do try the simplest solution first, because sometimes it does just work. You can start overthinking it once that's wrong. I'm not doing these in any particular order. I have little interest in 100%ing the game. So if I do a round like this, then the issue is I can't avoid picking up the green, which will ruin things. But what I can do instead is go the other way. Or even just like... or something like this. Curve around, go around back. But then that's cut off. And then there's just not enough room. Not even close. But now I'd be forced to pick up green. And that means I can pick up green and take him over here and turn around, but then I'm stuck. They make little noises. They make little noises. Now I'm committed. I do think this is correct. This uses a lot of, like, real estate that's not useful for the greens. Because the greens essentially are going to want to take a path of, like, pick this guy up, run around here, loop around, pick this guy up, hit here, hit the exit. But then how do I negotiate this? How do I get this guy over here without blocking off one of the two essential paths from green to green box? There is this around back way I could go, huh? And then drop him off. That works, right? Did the cute noises help me figure it out? Yeah, looks good. Look at that. And got a purple that goes over here, an orange right next to his home, and two greens pretty far away. And notably this kind of crosses right in front of here. You know, this is really close. And we have a lot of these, you know, these are around town sort of deals. These around the back, but this around the back is no good unless I have a passenger already, because then green will hop in, or until the end. This is probable. This one here is probable because it doesn't really obstruct anything. This one is iffy because, you know, it kind of gets in the way there. So obviously the first thing it looks like you're supposed to do is like, hey, buddy, why don't you come on in? And then, oh, I guess I'll go get you. And drop you off at your home. And then, hey, guy, let's go get you. Oh no, I've run out of ability to get, and I have only taken 3 of them home. So maybe the first step, so maybe the solution is like this way, right? So I can use this to slide around, pick you up, leave a circle around here, and drop off here maybe? And then sort of go like this. But that still leaves the issue that there's only one pathway out from here. And that's no good. I need to be able to loop around. Because presently I can do like this, but then I still only have 3. So I need lots of room to go back and forth. But I can't start by going around back like I normally would in a situation like this, and then I can go like, wee. That doesn't work, because then I'd pick up, This is the sound I'm making. Those are the sounds I'm thinking. This actually would be a lot easier if you could start from the ending. I think, because you'd be able to, you know, go around back first, pick up this guy, and then be like, you know, wee, and then, like, wee, and then... This is all academic, by the way. Because this is doing things backwards. But yeah, if this track were backwards, that would be a solution. You know, if you came in here and left here, purple, drop off purple. I'd have to do a little bit more here. I'd have to, like, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's not a solution anyway. So I could potentially do a solution that starts like this and ends like this. That means I have room to do like this and get as close as possible. And now I can go around back because I already have a passenger. That's gonna help. And then I can grab you and drop you off. And then swing around to grab a green. And drop you off. And the last one. There. Mapping out the beginning and ending plays that looked like they would get me the most... that would get in the way the least, I think is the way to do it. And I noticed earlier that wrapping around that green isn't possible because he, slimes you. But if you already have a passenger, that's not an issue. And I noticed that going around back of him would allow you to curve around more, and that's exactly what the solution was. Let's go over here, because it seems like, this sort of branches out in this direction. I want to see what the ending of this game is, so to speak. So, we have symmetry here, right? So, cutting through the center, we have this bush at 3 squares away from the center, each guy 1 away from the squenter, and each box 3 away from the center. So it doesn't matter which one you go for first. That's an important thing to know. If I'm like starting from here and I'm getting kind of stuck and I'm not really feeling it, trying the other guy won't help because it's symmetrical. Starting with either one is always going to be fine. So let's start with something like this and like wrap around. Sometimes the most complicated looking solutions are actually the easiest and simplest. By avoiding crossing through the center... Oh, there's actually... I didn't even need to go back across. That would have worked with only 1 compartment. But yeah, I did have 2. I did not take into account all the pieces of the puzzle. Doing that would have made it easier. Okay, again, I have 2. So let's see how this works. If I go beep, bop, don't go in my house. No. It's actually easier to go boop, blop, go in my house, swing around, pick these guys up, take them home. If the double compartment works like I think it does, that's the easiest solution. But I feel like there are actually more where you could like start with orange if you wanted to. The odds attack. I feel like this is the intended level 2 after Andromeda. Which does make sense. I'm pretty sure Ursa Minor is closer to Andromeda than Delphinus is. I'm not 100% on that. Look, most of my universe and galaxy knowledge comes from Yu-Gi-Oh! And video games in general. Like, yeah, I know Andromeda's the closest, but Ursa Minor gets referenced in multiple Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetypes, so I feel like that one's probably the second closest. You've got the Drytrons, which represent the constellations, and then you've got the Ursartics, which represent the individual stars. So let's see how this works. Oh, if you try to pick them both up at the same time, that doesn't work. And obviously you can't go like here, you just be... So that means step 1 is always going to be this. And then you can probably just curve around like so, and start dropping them off. But doing so would make you have these guys bump into each other. But let's say that's fine. You do something like this, and one of these. And then like that. And just in case a little extra. And I think that's a solution. It depends on how they act after they've bumped off each other. Because they'll fail. Then I'll pick up one, drop them off. Pick up one, drop them off. Pick up one, pick up the other. Drop them off, drop them off. Okay. Yeah, 2 guys trying to jump in at the same time will bounce off each other. Okay, so there's something important to note here. Unless I go through the middle, there's no way to, like, not pick up a purple. But realistically, she could do like this. And then like this. I'm thinking the solution might actually be to do this. And let them bounce off each other and then pick them up later. And like go back and pick these guys both up. Drop one off. Pick him up. Drop one off. Pick one up. Pick both these guys up. Drop one off. Pick this guy up. Drop one off. Drop him off. And end. I think that's actually the solution. To make use of the mechanic where they'll bounce off each other. Nice. And the train will only stop at the right spot at stations where they can jump off. They don't need to be, like, in the right seat or anything. Question mark. Does that mean, like, wild card? Like, anyone can go in these? Yeah, I suppose so. Okay, so I can pick up 2 of them. Drop one off. Drop off the other. Pick up 2, drop one off. Drop off the other. The obvious solution here of picking up both purples early happened to be correct this time. It isn't always. I was just checking audio. Oops. I accidentally clicked the same level. Okay, so the purple needs to go in the purple. But everyone else is just gonna... These are just orange boxes. They look like any, but they are just orange. Because if I put him in one of these, then no one can go in here. So this is really unobstructive. This is kind of unobstructive, and I'll just be like, weep, bop, boop, don't go in my house. And then I can pick him up. And one of these. The question is, will that work? This might work. It depends on if purple goes into purple or into a wild card. He will go into a wild card. Okay. So that's no good then. Maybe if I just pick up 1. And then I pick up these 2. And like go around. Then I have an extra... Oh no, this totally works. Yeah. So the obvious solution of like picking up 2 and then 1 and then 2 isn't correct. Instead you need to pick up 1 and then 2 and then 2. Okay, good. There was enough room for me to drop him off and still make it to the before hitting the door of the exit. It's got a purple for a purple, we got an orange for an orange, and then we've got 2 for anyone. So there are 2 exits. Alright, so purple for a purple, and then a wild card. orange, a wild card, an orange into a wild card, and end. And that should be the rightmost solution. But there's another similar solution for the left path. And I have redlined them. Yeah, and this is silver because there are T solutions that go in different directions. So this doesn't lead off anywhere else. So let's do things that do. These two lead to this, whatever this is. So let's do that. I want to unlock as much of the galaxy as possible as like my first move. Not quite. What does that look like, by the way? Yeah, it's kind of close. So ever gonna be right to do something like this? Hey, I wonder what that does. I didn't even think about that one at all. I just sort of made the shape. That's kind of close. That might be the, with a little tinkering, the solution. So he goes in here. Grab him. He goes in here. Grab him. He goes in here. But then I'd have to do like this, and that's no good. I mean, it'd put them all in their homes. Oh, except he decided to go down. Interesting. Instead of up. It is also true that just doing this is a waste of one of my pathways. But then if I do this, it's also a waste of a pathway. Maybe going through the center first is... Oh, but then they'll bonk into each other, unless I do like this. But it seems they always want to go down, maybe? Let's just see what this does. I need a little bit more track to properly test it. Okay, so he goes down. That's good. Oops. These two are going to bounce off each other, but that's fine. I can go up here and get him to jump into this. But then I can't... go down. It goes in here. Now both of those are taken. Jump in. And then he can't get to it. What about... something like that? Pick him up. No, this one's hard. It looks easy, but it's not. Could that be it? It is. Sometimes when you're thinking through a puzzle, you're seeing the step by step. You're seeing the chess moves, pawn to blah blah, and knight to whoever. And sometimes you just kind of feel it. And that one, I just kind of felt it. Now this is curious. So we see symmetry again, of course, here. Like this, and then there's a 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2. But you know where there's not symmetry? Well, there is still, well, it's still sort of symmetry. These aren't aligned all in a row. Why is that? Is that a hint? It could be a hint. It could also be a red herring. But sometimes the red herring is the solution, you know. So if I do like this, then I can pick them up and still be able to, like, go around here and turn around. So this allows me to pick up this one pretty easily. And then I can do one of these. But then I'm going to block this off until I can get over here. But if I then pick him up, like that. Now I can do this. And I can pick him up and turn around, but then I'm out. I'm out of space. So let's double check what this accomplishes so far. And then that'll be filled. This strategy only really lets me take one additional guy. Yeah, that's good enough. You guys figure it out. What if I start over here? No, because then later when I want to like go through here, it's no good. Oh no, that's just wasteful. Like this, at least somewhat feels correct, right? If I just had one more line, I could do it. Like, I pick them all up and deliver all but one of them. And then there's this here. The fact that there's 2 lines down here is curious. So I could do something like this. But is that helpful? So then if I did something like this and picked up one over here, and so I did like this, and then I just get stuck. Like, is that going to be the solution? Or is it going to be something like this? And why would it? You can see how much, just how much you can wind around like this. Like, something like that, but why would I want to do that? And if not that, something like that, but why would I want to do that? Or I can do something like this. And that would still leave the ability to do this. Does that accomplish anything? And go around and pick one up like this. And then what, you know? If I can do something like that, that could be useful. So then I can go around, pick one up, and drop them off on the way back. Let's work backwards. I don't think that's good enough. I think that still leaves one. Let's just check it out. There's a lot more than one just behind. Okay. I think this sort of S shape here in the middle is going to come up as being something that solves the puzzle. The fact that I can do this feels significant. I can leave some space here. But why? Doesn't make it any better. But if I could do like... doesn't make any sense. The only thing I feel reasonably sure about is this little maneuver here, because it lets me get things from the outside. And I could drop down here, but I just don't see a point. Because then I have to cross over to even start picking guys up. And even that still misses one. Doesn't even get to the end. Something like this. This one's tough. See, this doesn't actually accomplish anything better than this. And then what? I do this? That's not very helpful. Kind of looks closer, but it really isn't. What about this? What if I start from the opposite end? This doesn't make it either. If only I could do, like, get this guy, drop him off, and then curve around, and then get this guy, and then drop him off, and that, but without anything overlapping. Then that'd be great. Sounding like Jet Set Radio over here. Does that mean anything? I don't think so. So what, am I gonna do that? I think it's this guy over here. I can pick up this guy, put him in here. Feels even worse. So that gets the leftmost one in a box and the rightmost one, you know, in a box in a minute. Then I can pick up this one. And this one. But then this guy's totally stranded. What do I do with him? How? Get. Drop them off and go around. But then I get stuck in this little loop. If I do like this, then I can't drop anyone off on the return trip. Sure, but then that leaves one guy. These tiles and these tiles being wasted makes me think that this might not be right. Like the right start. Say, what if I picked a guy up from here instead of the rightmost one and moved him here? Then I could get this guy and do one of these. Oh my god, is that it? I think that's it. I just had to not pick up the rightmost one. And he's done it! He's done it! So easy to get trapped in your own head in puzzle games like this. Vela. No! It's like the same thing but worse! Oh, but I do have 2 pods. So if I... So I can go around back and still, like, make it. And this will pick up 2. And I can drop off 2. can pick up 2, but I won't be able to drop them off. Oh, let's try a more obvious solution. Just like snag these guys, deliver them here. I already see the problem. One of many. Something like this. Curve around like this. That's pretty unobtrusive. And then I can grab these 2. Deliver them like this. Yeah, that looks good. That sort of around the back style of picking guys up and dropping them off is one of the strongest things you can do. Alright, so that doesn't lead anywhere, so let's continue looking at places that do lead somewhere. Alright, I have 2 pods. So if I pick you up, and pick you up, and drop you both off here, I can grab you both, and be home by sunset. Oh, we're back to the easy stuff. Easy peasy. Alien squeezy. Okay, 2 pods. You got 2 purples, need to go over here. 2 oranges need to go over here. This has rotation, not quite, but almost rotational symmetry. And there's 2 solutions, and I want the one that goes up. So maybe something like this. Does that do it? I think that does it. Hey, let him in! Let him in! Yeah, it really seems like it should work, but this is just too close. Well, it's not the solution I want, but this will work like this. In you go, in you go. Pick you guys up. Drop one off like this. Turn back around, pick up a purple, drop them off, take up the purple, and dodge your uncle. Yeah, you don't need to drop both off in the same order you picked them up. Perseus. Got some slimers, slimer, slime. I see the problem. Just can't take the same type of solution for both of them. as I try to take the same type of solution for both of them. Basically, this or this needs to be open at the end. Then you do something like this. And so the solution is either... Solution has to be something like this. No, I need to get to a green. That definitely doesn't work. So if it makes it here, I mean this can't work, but I can get one thing in here, but not both. If it made it to here, you know, I'd pick this guy up, drop him off, pick this guy up, drop him off. There you go. But this can't work because I can only get in here. I can't get out. Because this is sticking out one. I can't just, like, go past it and then connect up in another place. But then I can't make it back. I could do something like this, give a little more room. Almost. And just let me continue on past you. Just connect them. Just connect these two. Afterwards. We'll work on it later. This feels like a correct start. Something like this. Oh, we definitely back to the hard ones, alright. Alright, let's just get some easier wins for a little bit. Orange to orange, purple to purple, orange to orange. No. Orange to orange, purple to purple. Orange to orange. Huh. I did say I wanted easier ones. I asked very politely. Orange, orange, purple, purple, orange. Who needs all of them, you know? Don't need all. You don't really need all of them. It's 3/4. That's good enough. So an important thing to note is I can only, like, reverse course 3 times. But there's 4 guys. So you want to look for either this or this as you're going through. So either, like this, or like this, where you'll be able to catch them on the first try. But if you do like this, and like this, then you won't be able to get these 2 guys because you're cut off. And then you're just stuck. She'll get... so like orange to orange, purple and orange, purple. Alright, that's one solution. Do we really need 2 solutions? I mean, come on. It's perfectly good 13 here. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 thingus. And now that cuts it off. And now that's cut off. I think we might be getting into the 2 galaxy brain territory. When I first mentioned that there might be games that are 2 galaxy brain for me in this list, I was talking about games like Quadrilateral Cowboy, which are all about programming. There's a lot of programming-based games in the list. I mean, that's pretty close, right? Let's just do the ones I can. Better completion will make me feel better. Okay, I got two Winguses. But then I won't be able to get that purple. So that picks up orange and purple. I can drop off an orange. Pick up a purple. Loop around. Pick up an orange and get stuck. Or now I can't get that. Oh wait. Does that just do it? I think that just does it. Nope, missed out on the purple. Gets 2. Gets the... Oh, I just have to make this longer. There, that should do it. I'm starting to get a little brain blasted. I can only do puzzle games for so long. But I can tell you that I probably will not continue this one past a part 1. Since it doesn't have any story and the puzzles just get puzzlier. I mean, I wouldn't commit to finishing Baba Is You because, holy Jesus. Because I am not the brain genius that game needs you to be. So, I can tell you this. The only way to get to this box is from behind. But I don't know when in the sequence that's going to be. You have to get at least one of the purples first. Because there's no... I mean, you could do this, but, like, that's not accomplishing much. I mean, that's close. Grab the purple and go around back. Grab this purple. If I do this, I can't get back around this way. And then I have to go through the middle. Pick up the orange. And then I'm stuck. Or I'm not stuck, but then I have no way to get back to this. I also wanted to do something like this. That's obviously not right. That's super not right. Oranges only. Purple's not allowed. Oh, this is a... This one has 2 dinguses. That helps considerably. I should really pay attention to those types of things. Yeah, it's just this, isn't it? Yeah, that was super easy. I just didn't notice that there were 2 compartments. That's a lot of guys. Alright, so if I go around this, I pick up 2. I do this, I pick up 1, and then I can like... And then I can't reach him. So that gets all the purples, right? Yeah. So then I do essentially the same thing, right? With the oranges. I think that might even be more complicated than necessary, but I'm pretty sure that's a solution. Oh, there is something this way. Not quite. Not quite that easy. There, it's that easy. Oops. Oh, now we get to Ursa Major. And that leads this way. We still have things to unlock. Alright, let's just go around back. Drop off 2 of them. Pick up another. Drop off the last one. Come back around. And we're out of... Okay. Pick up 2 of them. Drop them off. Pick up you and an orange. Go back through. Yeah, that should do it. Just have to be a little bit more efficient, you know? Easy peasy. What's that do? What is that? I'm just gonna ignore it. Yeah, not even close. Back around. Do that. I mean, that's like most of them. Yeah, come on. That's 7 out of 8. What's one guy between friends? So that seems pretty unobstructive. Like, it's all the purples. Oh, almost. That's the lower solution, I think. Yeah. And that is the one that leads to something, so that's the one I want more. Uh-oh. Mm-hmm. Just need to get these 3 down here, and these 3 up here. Either way, that's obstructive. Because you can't then, like, go here and leave. Unless it's like this. Then you can double back and do one of these. And then, like, around town. And you can do something like that. So there, you know, there's lots of ways you can turn in and out of here, but not in a super useful way. I think it's 2 of the purples. But only if I can avoid this orange, which I can't. Now that's locked off. I mean, I think it's all the purples. And then I can pick up an orange. Then I have to finish. This isn't even close. curious. How long is this game? How much game do I got left in the game? Orion, Nova, and Secrets. And I'm already pretty much hitting my head against it. So, there are basically two options. I can either say, well, the game beat me. Because I'm running out of brain juice. Or, anytime I get stuck, I can just look up the solution. I think we're going to take the latter and beat the game. So, Ursa Major. Because I found a place with all the solutions. Okay, so it goes a little something like... Oh, yeah, that's very clever. That's very clever, me. How good of me to figure this out. And to solve it without even having to think too hard. Wow. Oh, this is much easier. And I'll give every level a fair shake until I get to some sort of ending, but like, oof, right? Alright, let's try this one genuinely. So I can do something like this, pick up this guy and like thread it through here. And I already have one purple, so I can drop one off there, drop that one off there, go around. No, then I get stuck. And I can't, like, do that. That does not work. I can pick up an orange and drop it off, and then go around, pick up the other orange and drop it off. Pick up two, drop them off. Then I won't be able to get to the ending. Like this will send everyone home, but won't let me through. I mean, you know, it mostly gets everyone home, but then I get stuck. Do this, drop him off, and then hit up the... That wouldn't work anyway. Pick up the other orange. Purple, drop it off. Pick up a purple, drop it off. And then go down here to get this orange. Then I can't get to here. Unless that works. I think that works. I had to backtrack mentally, but I think I have room for all that. Yeah! That one I didn't look up. You can tell because I was slow at it. Orion. Hardly Ryan. Oh, this allows you to do something like grab a pipe, go back through, and then that would cut me off. Grab a... No, that would cut me off. I mean, I can do something like that, and just sort of... Oh, that's not necessarily right. And this is symmetrical. Well, almost. This screws with things a little bit. If I could just do that, right? But no. But what if I did something like this? Is that too crazy to work? Yes. Yeah, I think this is right. And then I go up here, pick this guy up, go through here, and turn around. Cool, I like the crossways. I'm not gonna like them in a bit, I'm sure. So I can just like go up here, and I'll pick this guy up first. Oh, I do have two. That does change things. So I can go like this, and like that, and then I still have an orange. Grab another purple. Go back down. Grab this orange. Go up and around and down. That works, I think. As long as the seats work out like I think they do. Yeah, they do. Hey! Not so bad. You can't just skip right to that one. I don't know what this is. This is one seat. So I can do like that. That's pretty unobtrusive, and do one of these. And then I can sort of go around. I want to go to the right. Oh, but now I can't get past this box. So if I could... do something like that, that would work. But there's not enough room. Yeah, if I could connect to these 2 points, it would work. Just like, just go past the box. That feels likely. That feels like it's likely part of the solution. This also feels kind of like it's right. That leaves a square. Or something like that helps. I think that's right. I think that does it. Yeah. Hey, that was one I just felt out. Alright, two pods. I mean, it feels right that you're going to start with something like this. That feels likely, but that junction square makes me question. Let's try using the junction square first. Do something like this and pick up one and then pick up two guys and like go even further. That is not even remotely close. This is very dense. So if I do something like this, you can't get to here. And that's no good. Or if I tried to go around it, it's even worse. Or something like this. What, like this? That's not helping. So I feel like I need to have one passenger and sort of, you know, do one of these. And then come back later with two passengers and do this. And then I need to do that twice? It just doesn't feel like there's enough paths. Like something like that, but then, I mean, that doesn't help. Unless it starts with something like this. And sure, that crosses over all the guys, but it doesn't help. It does leave one path past these guys unexplored. So something like... this could be a start. And something like this. No. Something like this. No, that doesn't make any sense either. Come back already? To do what? My remix. Not giving up yet, but I'm getting close. So this lets you have both, like, something like this, and also like this. It's not like this, or like this, or like this. Pick up another orange, go back through, and now all these boxes are filled. That's not even close. Because now from here, like, I can't get back. So I could do something like this, but then I just have two guys. That's not useful. And if I do this, then I can't get to here. If I do something like this, then I won't be able to get out once I take that path. So I would need to do something like that. But that's just swimming in guys and nothing to do with them. Like, sure, that passes by all the guys, but it doesn't even pick them up. I'm not even getting close. Alright, look up time. On to Orion. Orion. Which one was this? Orion 4. Ah, they don't have the answer for Orion 4. What do I do? Oh no. There's no way past it. Alright, YouTube guide. Oh god, Nova is terrifying. Okay, so the first few moves, let's try this. Since it's a video, I can see just the first few moves. And it goes like... this. The heck does that accomplish? No, I need more. Now I've looked up basically the whole thing. Like, this one, I'm doing the solution, and it doesn't feel right. Is that it? It is. It doesn't even look right until it plays. Wow. A black hole? If I take them past it, will it just, like, kill them? No, I guess they're fine. Oh, you know what? Will it clean off my car? This isn't the solution, but I just want to see. No, it will not. Well, what do they do then? Oh, they're portals. I was like, wait, this doesn't seem possible. Unless they're portals. Okay, but they go out in sort of like that. Not quite. Ah, they go multiple times. It's almost right. Okay, let's try to be a lot even less obstructive by using the portals like so. And then let me across. Hey, there we go. Oh, that's scary. That's real. That's level 1. Hey. No, that totally worked though. That worked in my head. The most important place. Okay, maybe I'm like simultaneously over and underthinking it. That sounds like something I would do. But if I do that, then I can't get across. To the exit. No, what am I thinking? Still on level 1 of Orion. This ain't looking good. Then I can get back. Alright, walkthrough. What the heck do I do in Nova? Okay, I can start from multiple different places. Three. I'm pretty much fully using the guide now. Because this is far beyond my puzzle solving ability. I've made jokes before about how I'm not very good at puzzle games. This is that statement in action. I'm just curious in seeing the ending now. So this is no longer the Itching for New Games channel. This is the Appen Rapper channel. Congratulations. You've solved the puzzle, not me. So if you want puzzle games that are smarter than I am, here's one of them. Oh no. There's no solution for A3. Ugh. Wait, there was a solution for B1, B2, B3. Yeah, their walkthrough's not complete. Yeah, okay, B1. Unless you need to, like, solve all of these to unlock this. Okay, it's something like, one of these and one of those. To be fair, this is often how I play puzzle games. I actually play them for a little while, and then because I don't want to, like, just leave them unfinished, I will look at the solutions on the last handful and be like, I beat like 70% of it. Which is not true in this. I beat like maybe 30%. I have to move my windows around because my poor computer is so crappy. I can't even get everything on screen. Oh? Oh god, I would have taken a million years to see that. You have to take some of the greens early to be able to finish this, but it's fine because you have 2 pods, not 1. So only one of them gets gross. I can confidently say I would have not solved that. Because I would have been like, I can't put green in right away, I have to skip it. Now what do I do? Okay, right on to B3. Oh, Christ. Sometimes I can be like a gamer, but unless it's, I don't know, an RPG, maybe a platformer, like a platform hell sort of game, but even then, Silver Grapple killed me. I am not the most MLG pro of gamers, to be honest. I do my best. It's adequate, usually. That one's gross. I'll wait for the next one. Uh-oh. Alright. I'm on my own for 5 and 6. Unless Cosmic Express Nova 5. Yeah. Not that one. Yeah, this one. Cause I'm out of brain thinking. The brain's all empty. But I'm not thrilled enough with this game to want to play another day of it when I'm whole and hale. So I am perfectly happy just looking at the solutions. Holy mother of God. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, no, that one's not happening. Oh God, it's hard to even follow the guide. Then here. Through there. Oh great, there's things you don't use. Just in case it wasn't completely clear how much I do not stand a chance. Christ alive. I was doing things backwards. Okay. That should make it. You're following what's happening, right? Because I'm not. Oh, hooray! I beat it, and it only took me 2 different guide makers. Like, yeah, it's a good game. And if I were better at actually playing puzzle games, I would have given it a more fair shake. But, like, this is just beyond me. Give me some baby puzzles, please. I mean, I beat Parallax. I beat... What else did I beat? Was that it? No, I swear there was another. I mean, there's Ruya, but that's not... It's not quite the same. I swear to God, I've played and beaten another puzzle game on this stream. Has it really been so few? And, like, obviously, I didn't even touch, like, this one, a whole billion of them. This game's got so much, and it's just... Oh, it's too much for me. But that doesn't mean it's bad. That just means I'm bad. But speaking of... Not speaking of bad, tomorrow is more Jimmy. And Jimmy I can do. Jimmy's no problem. We'll be doing post-game of Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. We'll be doing things like the remaining Nightmare Dungeons, the Dark Dungeon, the Kingsland Tournament, the Legato Knights, the remaining light bulbs. Did I already say the light bulbs? The light bulbs. Getting the last imagination form in the volcano. And the Heart Dungeon. That's the big one.